Your client desires something beyond the thing that you make. But what we almost always do is sell the thing that we make. I make websites, I make shoes, I make whatever it is. And that's why we're not tapping into the highest potential value of what we do. So every time I ask creative people, like, who do you serve? They almost always say like startups, early stage founders. And that is code word for me. You know what that code word is for? Broke. Everybody wants to work with broke clients. And Chris, I can't make any money. I wonder why. Why do you always want to work with broke ass clients? I've never dreamt once in my life. I never said, Amy, please help me find a broke client. Help me find an early stage startup. They have no money. There's one area in which startups have money. Do you know where that is? VC, you know. If you help them do a pitch deck, you will get lots of money. I have a friend who does that. She loves startups. She helps companies put together decks so they can get $200 million.
Oh, we don't do that. No.
Yeah. Who does that? Anybody here? Okay, you make a lot of money? You have. Okay, you know. It's the game, right? How much money are you trying to raise? You ask them. What do they say? 10 million. All right, let's do this. Watch. Steve, right? Okay, I'm horrible with names, everybody. I'll keep asking you over and over, okay? Steve is trying to help a company raise $10 million in capital. And then you write the pitch deck, you teach them how to speak, whatever, right? How much do you charge, Steve?
It's part of an agency, maybe up to 5%.
How much?
Up to 5%.
Up to 5%. So what is 5% of 10 million? 500K? That's pretty good. Okay. So a company who needs help in getting $10 million of investment, would they be happy to pay 5%? Yeah. You guys can yell it out, yes or no. Some people are not sure. You're not sure. Why?
I know, just not my world.
Not your world. Let me ask you a question. I can help you get $10 million to buy more cars. See? No, I mean like, and I charge you 5%. You would do that deal every day of the week, would you not?
Oh yeah.
It's such a small percentage. So if you want to learn how to make more money and get bigger clients, what do you need to do? What do you need to do? Make them money. Kevin Daly says, what you need to do is you need to sell money. You guys are selling the wrong thing. You need to sell money. You're selling services. You're selling time. So every time you can dollarize the value of what it is that you do, to put it in real terms, it's an easy sell.
Sorry to interrupt. I want to let you know that I'm starting this community where we're going to help people just like you, experts, authors, and coaches to develop your personal brand. It's called Content Lab. So for more information on that, just check out the links in the description. Now back to our show.
If you can measure it and it matters to the client, it's an easy sell. It's just a matter of asking you the right questions. So how do we do this? How do we find someone who wants this and can afford this? So there is a direct correlation to size of problem in the client's mind, not yours. Okay. Size of problem to what? Size of budget. That makes a lot of sense, right? It's just pretty straightforward. And we're taught in school to be problem solvers. We need to be problem seekers. We need to find a problem before we solve it. And you have to decouple your knowledge and your desire to solve a specific problem so you can find the right problem. Let me say it in a different way. Like if I make logos and all I do is look for logo problems, I'm already in trouble. I'm looking for a person who has a business problem that sometimes the logo is the answer. There's a big shift there, okay? Because like there's an expression, if the only tool you have is a hammer, all the problems look like nails. That's the problem, okay? We need to find someone out there who has a burning, urgent desire to solve a problem that they've felt massive pain around. Anytime you can't sell something and it's not worth a lot, it's because they don't feel the pain. So there's another clue for you, which is when you talk to the client, what should you do? You should help them define the pain. And it's in the book, Socratic Selling, okay? So I'll write up here, maybe here, motivation. We're motivated by degree of pain felt and how clear the outcome is. Now, oftentimes we try to sell the clear outcome, but more often than not, if we just help them to understand the degree of pain that they're feeling, the combination of the two are very powerful to motivate people to take action. Some of you might say, I want to go to the gym, I want to go on a diet. The problem is you don't feel the pain enough. So if I'm selling you gym memberships or meal plans, I need to help you understand the cost of not taking action so that you can really feel this pain. Cost of inaction. So one thing that you should do when you're talking to your clients is you should ask them this one question. Why not do nothing? That'll help them to tell you how much pain they're having around not taking action. So you guys know who Jonathan Stark is? Jonathan Stark is like, why not do nothing? Just wait. And then the client will tell you, well, we can't wait. We have a real problem. We need this fixed now. So we're looking for the wrong problem. We're serving the wrong client. And when we find the wrong client and selling them the wrong service, we say, we'll just do it for less. Do you see the problem?
If you've enjoyed this video, I want to remind you about Content Lab, something that I've launched, and it's designed to help coaches, content creators, and authors just like you create content that consistently cuts through the clutter.